Looking back, I wonder if this was the first sign that I like looking at things from both sides. As a preschooler, I watched Paint Along with Nancy and meticulously followed Miss Kaminsky's televised oil painting tutorials with my crayons. I drew obsessively, and my drawings always seemed to make grown-ups happy. So I drew some more. I remember my indignation at the age of 9, though, when my schoolmates were convinced my parents had done my homework. My section of the Bayeux tapestry got an A++. It was all my own work. After years of pestering, when I was 11, my parents finally trusted me with oil paints and terps. I started painting landscapes and gifting them to family members and parent friends. By the age of 15, I was being commissioned for oil portraits, my first entrepreneurial venture. Both my parents were NHS doctors, and my dad, an eye surgeon, was keen that I should become an optician so he could refer all his patients to me. When I announced I wanted to be a graphic designer, they were pretty worried. Neither of them understood that world. My dad thought I was wasting my education. My form teacher said I was too bright. Only my art teacher, Miss Hanlon, encouraged me to follow my passion. Despite everyone's best efforts to set me on a different path, I eventually graduated from the University of Northumbria, one of the UK's leading design establishments. Sir Jonathan Ive of Apple fame is an alumnus. But even as a student, I realised that this amazing course, which had taught me everything about design, hadn't prepared me for the world of business. I took on a postgraduate diploma in marketing to understand more about business and how design would fit into the marketing mix. My ambition was always to start a design agency with a business edge, but then I got a job offer from the marketing department of Metro Radio Group, where they saw my final project. It wasn't in the plan, but it sounded exciting, and I figured I might get to meet Robbie Williams, so I accepted. My 25-year career spanned the design and media industries, marketing, advertising, and creative sales. I've worked for Chrysalis, EMAP Advertising, the Telegraph Media Group, and O2 Media, amongst others. I've helped brands like Sony Ericsson, Mercedes-Benz, and Rimmel reach their target audiences with multimedia, content-driven campaigns, winning a few awards along the way. I swapped showbiz parties for birthday ones when I had my children, but after having my second baby, I was felled by postnatal depression. Suddenly, feeling broken, fragile, and incapable, I knew that going back to my previous fast-paced, high-pressure, hard-partying career and lifestyle was unthinkable. Just getting showered and out of the house before 11 a.m. felt like a huge achievement. I took 3 years out to focus on my babies and heal myself with cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT, and running. I completed a half marathon for cancer research in memory of my best friend Lizzie, project managed my own loft extension, volunteered for a local parenting group, fought off septicemia, 8 days in intensive care, amazing staff, wonderful friends, and one stubborn me refusing to die. I also completed a second degree in interior design with distinction and a plan to build a new home-based career around my little family. Meanwhile, a few friends and my husband Andy had started their own businesses and asked me to help with their logos, brochures, and websites. Andy's brochure got held up at a large entrepreneurial event by author and award-winning business coach Andrew Priestley, no less, who told everyone that this was the gold standard. Andy came home that evening to find me with a baby in my arms and a toddler at my legs and handed me a fistful of business cards. 7 people who'd never met me wanted to work with me. I realised my new business venture had been staring me in the face all along. Innovisions ID officially launched in 2016. I combined my design know-how with my commercial experience in marketing, sales, and advertising to create my unique 6-step vision process. Visualize, inner brand, stand out, image, output, nurture, which results in what I call branding that means business. With clients in the UK, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, and Dubai, Innovisions ID now provides international brand expertise for ambitious entrepreneurs across the world who want to make a difference. Since the business launch, I've been published 3 times as a co-author, have written for the Huffington Post, and have won several awards. But I'm most proud to be the brand mentor for a national programme called Shifts to Success, helping police officers and members of the NHS transition into a life of entrepreneurship. This audiobook is for you if you're an ambitious entrepreneur, business owner, or brand manager. Your business may be new, or it may have been going for several years. You may have no branding, you may have some. You may feel the branding you got was never quite right, or you've outgrown it and it doesn't represent